Hi guys, it's Paula and I hope you are doing well. This is going to be my update for Beauty A to Z. Beauty A to Z is a Fantastic Ladies collaboration project. The Fantastic Ladies can be found on Facebook. They're a group that focuses entirely on creating project panning projects and supporting project panners and keeping us all together as a little community. We do consider the project panning community to be one of the best communities on earth, maybe one of the smallest communities on earth, but definitely one of the best. And so it's just a way for us to stay together and to keep in touch over on Facebook, because not everybody has a YouTube channel, not everybody has an Instagram account, and even though not everybody has a Facebook account, it seems like that's probably the most popular way to keep people together. Anyways, if you're interested in joining the Fantastic Ladies, there will be a link in the description box for you to click. There are a few questions that are asked when you try to join the group, just so that we make sure you know what you're getting yourself into and we filter out anybody who's not there for project panning. And you'd be surprised the type of people that try to get in, people that are trying to sell stuff. And like, I think bots are trying to get in. So we got to keep the bots out and the salespeople out. Anyways, there's a link in the description box if you'd like to join. The whole point of Beauty A to Z is to link 26 products to the 26 letters of the alphabet, and it starts on January 1st and ends on December 31st every year. I believe this is like the 100th year I've been doing this project. No, I'm just kidding. I can't remember. Is it 7, 8? I don't know. I've been doing this project for a long time and it's still one of my favorites. My last update was 3 months ago for this project because I've fallen behind. So I think I have a couple more to do, but I'm almost caught up on the projects that I haven't filmed for 3 months. I still have a few more to do, but this is another one of those projects that I haven't updated you on in about 3 months. And so at my last update, which was actually my first update for this project, I didn't have any empties so far. And as of today, I'm happy to say I have 2 empties. So we're getting there. 2 down, 24 to go. That's still a lot of products I'm working on in this project, but that's okay. Let's talk about the empties first. For the letter L, I finished this Tinted Moisturizer Deluxe sample from Laura Mercier. I actually did go ahead and cut it open and scrape out all the product that I could get. This is probably the lightest coverage product I've ever used. A lot of times I've tried tinted moisturizers and BB creams or CC creams that I felt were comparable to like a light coverage foundation. This really was just a tinted moisturizer. Although I do prefer light coverage, I almost felt like this was a little bit too light. I had to use my concealers to kind of do some more work that this couldn't do. But that being said, I'm probably not in the market to purchase a full size of this, but I'm really glad I had a chance to try it out. And if you like super light coverage products, this might be perfect for you. I think I'm looking for more light to medium than this ultra light product, ultra light coverage. But yeah, I have way too many foundations and I'm super happy to have one less in my inventory. My second empty for this update is probably going to be my most exciting empty for the entire year. And yeah, somebody might challenge me on that, but I finished my hairspray. This is the Pantene Pro V Sheer Volume Touchable Hairspray. This was in here for the letter V if I didn't say that already. And over my lifetime, I have accumulated multiple hairsprays and I don't use hairspray and they just sit in a cabinet. And I finally put it in this project and I thought, this is brilliant, because unlike a lot of products, this is one product that when I finish it, it's gone, it's out. It's not going to be replaced with a different hairspray. I don't need this in my life. And I've had it forever. So it fits the box of being super old. It fits the box of being useless. It fits the box of taking up unnecessary space in my house. And I am so happy that I no longer have to look at this ever again. Well, no, I don't. I think I have to film an empties video first. But after that, I don't ever have to look at this again. I'm so happy. one of my worries, one of the things I'd been kind of telling myself is I could see as I was getting close to the end, and by the way, this is where I was at the last update. So I did use quite a bit. And the way I ended up using it was just on the days that I washed my hair, which is like every 3 or 4 days, I would spray this into my wet hair and brush it out and go. It wasn't really used as a styling product, but I kind of used it the way I would use like mousse or something, and I would just spray it into my wet hair and go. I didn't really notice a difference, but it's gone. But I was worried that once I finished this, because Beauty A to Z is not a rolling project, I was worried that I would stop working towards using up my hairsprays, but I'm very proud to report that I have chosen another hairspray from my cabinet. This one that has a lot more product in it. I can't really see. No, I can't. Oh, I can kind of see. It's like up here. So it's pretty full. But this is another hairspray sitting in my cabinet, taking up space, and I have since been using this since I finished this. And I'm very happy because once I build something in my routine, it's a lot easier for me to project pan my way through things. Half the trouble for me is incorporating it into my routine and getting me into the habit of using a product. That's very hard for me. So I'm really happy to report that I finished this and I've moved on to another hairspray, and I am still working on a hairspray. And you know, I'm probably not going to update you on this anymore, but I just wanted you to know that I am still working on using up my hairsprays, and hopefully one day before the end of the year you will see this in my empties and it will be gone as well. And maybe I will have 2 hairsprays out of my bathroom this year. That would be amazing. I still have several more to go, but I'm very excited. This is I know it sounds stupid, but this is like the most exciting empty of the year, I swear. Okay, so like I said, there are still 24 products remaining in this project. I'll go through them with you really quickly as possible, and we'll see if I've been using them, if I've made any progress, and how that's going. So for the letter A, this is kind of disappointing. I have my busted up Aveda body lotion. I really wanted this to be gone by the time the humidity came back to Chicago, and boy is it back. It is humid, it is hot, it is disgusting, and I had to stop using this. And I mean, I think I'm down here, like there's just so little product left, but I literally hit a point where I just couldn't use it anymore. Like it was done, it was over. And so I'm really disappointed this is gonna sit around, you know, until fall, but I'm not just going to use it for the sake of using it. That's not how I project pan. You guys know that. So this is still here, but once I need lotion again, it is not going to take me long at all to finish this off, and it will be an empty. For the letter B, I have a twofer. I have a couple of twofers in this project, and that is my Bath & Body Works Pink Lily and Bamboo set. One is a body cream, one is a body wash. I've made progress on both. This is where I'm at on the body wash now. So I'm at a close to the halfway point, not quite, but I've used up about half. And I would say I've used up about half of this as well. It's going really well. Again, I'm not really using body lotion or body cream at this time. So both of these products have kind of been on a bit of a hiatus for the past few weeks, but I was enjoying this quite a bit prior to the humidity returning, and I'm happy to have as much progress as I do. I am cautiously optimistic that I can finish these by the end of the year. For the letter C, I have my Cetaphil lotion. I don't have any progress to make on this. I am still here. I'm still struggling with my nighttime skincare routine. If I can grab a makeup wipe and wipe my makeup off, I'm surprised and content with just that. I fall asleep on the couch most nights and drag myself up to bed at like 1 in the morning. I have trouble sleeping lately. I think it might be hormones. I keep hearing about things that happen to you when you get to be around my age, and I think they are happening. I've been breaking out in like sweats, where sweat is just bursting from every pore of my body, and I'm just sweating like crazy, and I pass out very early, and then I wake up and I cannot fall back asleep, and then I'm like tired all day long. There's just some weird stuff going on with my body lately, and I think it might be hormonal and age related. So no need to worry, I'm okay, I'm fine. But this is supposed to be a nighttime moisturizer, and I have not been using it very consistently at all. I have been using it, but not consistently. For the letter D, I have my Too Faced Melted Metal Liquefied Metallic Lipstick in the shade Debutante. I did use this 7 times since my last update. That's not really great for 3 months, but I do have a lot of lip products in this project and across all of my projects this year, and I'm just happy to be using it because if it wasn't in this project, I wouldn't have used it even 7 times. I do enjoy this. It's a nice peachy, it's not too metallic. I mean, the word metallic is kind of off-putting, but it's not that metallic. It's all right. Focus. But yeah, I just have way too many lip products and not enough time to wear them. But 7 uses over the past 3 months. For the letter E, I have my Elderberry and Fig body spray. I can't tell you a brand name. There's no brand name mentioned. I'm pretty sure this came from a dollar store. It was a gift that was given to me, and I think it came from a dollar store. But anyways, it's a really nice scent. I really like it, and this is my progress over the past 6 months or so. I mean, this was like 2 months of progress, and this is like 3 months of progress. It's not great. I really should have gotten this finished. One problem that I've been having is that I'm pretty sure the pump isn't working properly. It does spray, but it also like leaks while I'm spraying it, and it has decreased my motivation to use it because I don't want to clean up drops of body spray on the floor. I am panning another body spray right now from Victoria's Secret in another project, and I think I'm just going to try and finish off that body spray and then dump this into that bottle and finish it off that way. So I haven't been using this as consistently. I can see the liquid in the cap right now. Like, what's wrong with this thing that there's liquid in the cap? Anyways, there's something going on with this pump and it's not working right, and it has deterred me from using this as consistently as I should. Plus, I'm also panning a bunch of other perfumes right now, so I'm always like flitting around between different perfumes that are in different projects. But I definitely think I'm going to transfer that product into the Victoria's Secret bottle and use it up that way because I just cannot be bothered with a broken pump at this point. For the letter F, I have another twofer. That is another body wash and lotion from the brand, this time from the brand Fresh. I've really been enjoying these. These were 2 products that were sent to me for review from the brand, and I probably wouldn't have bought them otherwise because this is usually a category that I tend to go cheap on. But I've really been enjoying them. I didn't have any progress on this at the last update because I hadn't really used it at all yet. So since over the past 3 months, that's how much I've used of the body wash, and that's how much I've used of the lotion, even though I tend to pair them together every time. The lotion is going a lot slower than the body wash for one reason or another. Sometimes I finish the lotion sooner. This time the body wash is definitely winning out, but either way, they'll both get used up. Hopefully this year. All right. For the letter G, I have my Garnier 5-Second Blur Instant Smoother. This is a primer. I first heard about this from Emily Noel. She raved about it, and I ran out and bought it. This is not my ideal primer. I like a primer that's more of a like tacky moisturizing primer. This is like very silicone-y. I don't see any ingredients on this packaging, but it's just got that slippery feel. And whenever I use a primer that has that slippery feel, I don't feel like it helps my makeup to last long. I feel like it helps my makeup to break up quicker, and I feel like my makeup is never sitting on my skin as well as I'd like it to, and it's more just sitting on top of that primer than anything. I don't know. I know everybody has different reactions to different primers, but I just don't feel like these silicone primers are my jam. That being said, after finishing another primer that I had in my 54321 project several months ago, I have been using this consistently, and I'm down to about there-ish. It doesn't take very much. I use very little every time that I do my makeup, but I do try to use this every time I wear my makeup. I did also get a comment from somebody in a very old video of mine. I posted a video years ago about reviving Super Shock shadows, and that was before I had ever tried Inglott's Duraline, and I was testing out different facial oils to revive them, and I had yielded pretty good results, but facial oils have a pretty short shelf life. So if you add a facial oil to a Super Shock shadow, you might be temporarily extending the life of a Super Shock shadow, but you're not going to really extend it for the long haul. And somebody left a comment recently in one of my videos that a silicone-based primer really does a good job of reviving dried out Super Shock shadows. So I definitely want to try that, and it might be, I mean, I'm not going to be able to use this whole thing up that way, but I'm very curious to try that out on some of my older Super Shock shadows and see if that tip works, because it makes sense, but I haven't tried it out yet. Let me know if any of you have tried that out, but I think that's a good tip, and maybe I'll try to do that with this because I don't love it as a primer. I don't love it. For the letter H, I have my Tarte eyeliner in the shade Hunter Green. This has been an absolute joy to use this year. I use it all the time. I'm wearing it in my waterline today. I wear it all the time. It is very soft, but very pigmented. It really stays put. I do sometimes get a little transfer right here, which is the strangest thing. If I put it in my waterline, sometimes a couple hours later, I have a little smudge, like right in this spot right there. I don't know why my eyes do that. But I have been making good progress on this since the last update 3 months ago. I've used this a minimum of 29 times, and I say a minimum because I feel like there have been a few times where I didn't mark it. Sometimes I'm only using it in my waterline, other times I'm using it as an upper lash line liner. I use it both ways, but I do have progress to show, which is super exciting because there have been eyeliners that I've worked on where I made no progress after years. But that's where I'm at, sorry, with this pencil. See, there's the bottom right there, and that's where I'm at. So making good progress on that. I don't think I had made enough to make a new mark at the last update, so that's good. Now I have a nice new mark. I doubt I'll be able to finish this by the end of this project, but I'll have usage towards finishing it in a future year, and I'm okay with that. For the letter I have my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. This is in the shade Natural Buff 103. This is a good color match for me right now, pretty decent. I'm wearing it today. I do feel like in the winter and in the spring, it was too deep of a shade for me to get away with. So I wasn't really using it at the beginning of this project, but I've been using it pretty consistently now. It's hard for me to say how much is used because there's still a pretty big air bubble in here, but I'm worried that I'm probably not going to have this finished by the time summer ends and I start to lose my tan, and then I'll feel compelled to stop using it again. So I'll just make as much progress on that as I can this year, but I'm really glad to be using it. It is a nice foundation. It's a nice level of coverage. It has a nice finish. I don't know if it's the mattest Pro Matte I've ever used. I kind of find it strange to even see it say Pro Matte. In the summertime, I produce so much oil that I can break through the L'Oreal Pro Matte foundation easily. I break it down and I am very glowy and greasy, even with the Pro Matte foundation on. So in the summertime, it's not enough matteness for me in my skin tone, but I do like it overall as a general foundation. And maybe it might be a little bit yellow, but it's a decent match. I have too many foundations, so I'm really excited at the thought of using anything up. I also have a lot of half-used foundations and I just need to finish them. But yeah, I haven't touched that foundation in years and I'm really happy to be using it again. For the letter J, I have my JCat Beauty Prismetal Shadow in the shade Electra. I'm wearing this today on my eyelid on top of a deep charcoaly green eyeshadow that's in my Pan That palette. And that's been my preferred way to use this shadow. I really enjoy layering this on top of that shadow. This reminds me a lot of Electra or Electric from the Subculture palette. They're very similar shadows, but this is super creamy and moussey and gorgeous. I would like to hit pan, but I think I said in both the intro and the first update that even after I hit pan, I'm sure I'll keep using it. I did kind of forget about this shadow for a couple months, and it wasn't until I was pulling these products out. I pulled them out last week, hoping to film last week, and I didn't get a chance to, so they've all been sitting on my dining room table for a week waiting for me to film, and I've reached for this 4 times since I pulled them all out, or maybe 3. I think I'd only used it once, and I've used it 3 more times, including today. But I really love this shadow. I just always have too many eyeshadows to work on, and I get distracted, but this is just such a me kind of eyeshadow look that I feel this really represents me and my style very, very clearly, and it's been good for me to use that deepest shade from my Pan That palette because I don't feel like this is a super dark, super smoky eye look, but with me just putting that deepest shade all over my eyelid, it would be very dark and very smoky. But if I layer this on top of the inner half of my eyelid, it changes it and makes it look a lot more wearable. And I love it. I don't have pan yet, but I did use it 4 times over the past 3 months. And let's face it, basically 3 out of those 4 times were in like the last 4 days because I love it and I forgot about it. For the letter K, I have my teal gel eyeliner from Mary Kay. It's called Tempting Teal. I've used this 4 times since the start of the project, which is not much, but again, this is one of those products like, hey, if I didn't have it in this project, I wouldn't have used it at all. It turns out that this shade on my eyelid is very similar to the eyeliner that I have had in my Panner's Pan project for like 3 years now. And I don't need both. I need one or the other. That was kind of poor planning on my part. I didn't realize how similar they were until I actually was using it. But what I do use when I use this is I put a drop of Inglot Duraline in here to kind of revive it a bit. And then I use a liner brush and apply it on my upper lash line. It's beautiful and I'm glad to be using it even if it's just a few times here and there. This will not be finished this year. There's no way I could finish this before the end of the year, but I'm just glad to be getting usage on it. I already talked about the product for the letter L, which I've finished. So for the letter M, bad news. Okay, first of all, the product is the Micro Delivery Peel from Philosophy. This is a 2-part system. The first part fell behind my drawers in my bathroom. I can get it, I just haven't gotten it yet, which is fine because I haven't used this product once this entire year. It's a scrub and you combine the 2 parts to activate the ingredients, but this is what it looks like in this part, and the other part you can't really see, but I think it's just like a clear gel. I haven't used them even once this whole year. Like I said, my skincare has been in the tank this whole year. I'm hoping to get back on track, but there's nothing to really report. First, I got to fish out the other part that's fallen behind a drawer, so I need to dig that out, but then I will maybe start using it. I don't know. I don't even want to say that. I would really like to get that out of my house and out of my inventory. I'm very motivated to use it up, but I'm very motivated to use it up, but I'm not actually motivated to use it. I know that doesn't make sense, but that's me in a nutshell. For the letter N, I put in a Neutrogena body oil. I didn't bring the original container out here, but the progress mark I made on it from the last update is the same. I have not had to pour any more into my little container. This is a body oil, and this is an airless pump because the packaging for the body oil has been broken for many years, and this pump has been working great, but I have not needed a body oil for the same reasons that I really haven't needed a body lotion over the last several months. So I maybe made a little bit of progress, and I'm right here at this point. But I need to use up this, and then I'll pour some more into this container from the original Neutrogena body oil container. I seriously doubt I'm going to be using that product up this year as well, but I will be happy with any progress I make towards using it up because that broken bottle has literally been sitting in my bathroom for years and years and years and years. So any progress is a good start. I sometimes use this as an all-over body lotion, but the way I use this most often was like a nighttime hand moisturizer. Before I went to bed, I'd squeeze a pump into my hands and rub them together and give my hands a little bit of additional moisture in the drier months before the humidity came back. For the letter O, I have my Oils of Life from the Body Shop. Same story, different product. The mark. No, the mark has not moved. And I'm not too surprised because I haven't been using this. This is another product that I would be using as a nighttime moisturizer and haven't been doing that. Another thing I have not been doing despite your reminders, is masking. My Perricone MD mask has not been touched at all in the past 3 months. And this is in here for the letter P. We are at the same place, sadly. All right, finally, some good news. For the letter Q, I have my It Je ne sais quoi, what's it called? Vitality Lip Flush. This was a color changing product. It looks clear. It looks like a clear balm, but when you put it on your lips, it would turn your lips a very bright pink shade. And if you reapplied it, it would turn your lips hot pink. This product has gotten old enough that that feature is no longer here. At most, it gives my lips a subtle pinkish hue. It's very subtle. It almost looks like nothing. So sadly, I hoarded this for so long that it no longer color changes. It's basically just a lip balm. Still smells really good and it still performs really nicely as a lip balm. But one of the things I loved about this product was that it dyed my lips hot pink. And I'm sad it won't do that anymore. But I have been using this a lot more consistently. At some point over the last 3 months, I did move this to my purse and I use this after lunch or on my way home from work as a lip moisturizer. And I do have progress to show. Again, this is a conservative number, but I have 24 uses marked off on my tally sheet, and this is how much progress I've made on it since the last update. I've flattened it out a bit, but yeah, I've used quite a bit, and I'm super excited about that. I don't know if I could finish it off by the end of the year, but I've really been enjoying it, and I'm glad I'm working on it. For the letter R, I have my Solid Perfume. This is the Aromatherapy of Rome Apricot and Vanilla Solid Perfume. I've really been enjoying this. I think it's flattening out a little bit more. I'm trying not to hit pan. I don't want to get a hole in the middle of the Solid Perfume. So I've really been working my way around the edges when I do use this. I don't use this every single day, but I use it several times a week. Sometimes I layer this with the body sprays I'm working on. Other times I just use it as a standalone moisturizer. I'm really surprised by how much I've fallen in love with this product this year. I did not think it was going to be something I was going to enjoy panning as much as I have. And even though I do not want or need a Solid Perfume in my life, I'm going to be sad when it's gone. I really enjoyed it. For the letter S, I have my Mary Kay Soothing Foot Balm. I have not touched this even once this year. My plan was to finish the lotion for the letter A and then move on to this one. And so since I have not finished the lotion for the letter A, I have not had a need to move on to this at all. I'm not going to be using this exclusively on my feet. I'm going to be using it more like a body lotion. But yeah, hopefully I will get to that this year, but I still have 3 other body lotions in this project. So it might have to get rolled over into the project next year. We'll see. For the letter T, I have my Becca Lychee and Topaz Gloss. I only have 2 uses marked down on my paper. I feel like I've used it a couple more than that, but I certainly haven't been reaching for this a ton. I do see that there's more white showing because this is an airless pump and it's pumping its way upward. And I don't love this product, which makes me really sad because I've been hoarding this for a long time because I thought it was so special. And now that I'm finally using it, I'm kind of like, meh, it's all right. I mean, I have other glosses that I prefer over that. But that being said, I would like to use it up and get it out. I don't know if I could do it this year, but I will continue to keep working on that. For the letter U, I have another lip product. And I haven't touched this at all since the last update. This is the Ulta Beauty Matte Metallic Liquid Lipstick. And it's just a deluxe sample, but yeah, I have not used this at all. It's a really flattering shade. I really like it, but I just haven't been reaching for it. I already finished the hairspray for the letter V. So that takes us to W. I have my Wet n Wild dual-ended lipstick. I don't think this has a shade name. I think it might have a shade number that was, oh yeah, it's 121 and it's about 25 years old. So you're never gonna find it if you're looking for it. but it was just a very beigey, champagne-y colored lip product, and one end is more of a lip liner and one end is more of a lip pencil. I have been using the lip pencil a lot more than I've been using the lip liner, or lip crayon, I guess you could call it. I do have a little bit of progress on both to show, but this is what I've been reaching for more. And I tend to use a slightly deeper lip liner rather than the one that's with this pencil that matches it. And so that's why there's been such a discrepancy, because I do like to use lip liners. Just this lip liner is just a little bit light. I almost feel like I marked it too high, but anyways, that's where I'm at. I might have marked it a little bit too high, but I have used this pencil end, this crayon end, 4 times since the last update. I have panned one of these before and it went pretty quickly. So with only 4 uses and that much progress, I mean, I have other lipsticks that I've used 10 times and don't have that much progress. And then this side's a liner. I think I only used this once. It's just a little bit light for a liner for me, but luckily there's a lot less of that than there is of the crayon. So that's where we're at. I am highly motivated to use this up this year and move it out. We'll see. For the letter X, I have my Bare Minerals Moxie Get Ready lipstick sample. I think the shade is called Get Ready, or it might be called Moxie. I've only used this 2 times since the last update, and I wasn't able to show a new mark on my sheet. It's basically at the same place it was. It's a nice shade. I just haven't been reaching for it. For the letter Y, I have my Lorac Amethyst 3D Liquid Luster Drops. Only 1 use on this over the past 3 months, which is not great. It's a shame. The top half is water, the bottom half is the pigment. You have to shake it up first before you use it, and it's gorgeous. I love it. I just haven't been using it. I've been using other stuff. I have way too many eyeshadows, way too many lip products, but I'm always excited to have the option, to know that that option is there, but I just haven't used it very much at all. Only 1 time this entire year. Okay, it rolled away and I couldn't find it for a second, but here it is. My final product in this project for the letter Z is my Bare Minerals, what's it called? I think it's called Gen Nude. My Bare Minerals Gen Nude liquid lipstick in the shade XYZ. I have not used this, I don't think, at all. Nope. I used it once between the intro and the first update, and I haven't used it at all since the first update 3 months ago. Brown is not a color I typically reach for. It's not, in my opinion, the most flattering shade on me, but yeah, there's no excuse to have not used it at all in the last 3 months. I need to get going. I think, as you can see with this project this year, there's some highs and there's some lows. I'm confident I will finish several more products between now and the end of the year. I'm also very confident there are several products I will not finish and will not be leaving my collection. But sometimes for me with these projects, the goal is to get use rather than to finish, because they're long haulers and they might be with me for a long time, but as long as I'm taking steps towards using them up, I will accept that as progress. So 2 down, 24 to go. Hopefully by the next update, I will have some empty. What would I have emptied? I don't know. I honestly don't know, but hopefully I'll have more empties in the future. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.